My name is Natasha Westover and welcome to Accounted International. Today I'm joined by Andrew Kirby and we're talking about the benefits of work-life balance. This is quite a funny one because Andrew and I have very different ideas on what work-life balance should look like. And so that will be the same for you guys. But we think talking about the benefits will really help you because if you're thinking, I haven't got it quite right, this will be maybe a little nudge for you to take a look at it and review it in your life. So, as always, AK is going to kick us off.
Thanks, Natasha. Yeah, I mean, I'm a great believer in having a healthy work-life balance. I think by having interests outside of work and relationships outside of work, and being able to spend time outside of the business, I think it engenders a much stronger sort of mental status. It enables you to recharge your batteries mentally and physically. I think having hobbies and or sort of relationships with different groups of people outside of work just enables you to, I won't say forget about what's going on at work, but maybe offload, or maybe to sort of take your focus away from the whatever the pressures of the day are at work. And the benefits of that are I think from a sort of physical, I think in one of our previous videos we touched on the manifestations of anxiety and stress being the very physical manifestation of feeling fatigued by whatever's going on at work. And if you have a better balance in your life, those things get put into context, and actually the anxiety itself is managed away, and you end up feeling physically less tired and physically more capable of dealing with whatever's put in front of you. And that reflects itself in the work environment, in that you will probably, if you've managed to get the balance right, you can be a lot more productive. When you're in the office, you're working on office stuff. You don't have that periphery of problems at home. You can sort of set those aside and say, look, they'll be dealt with once the clock stops. And I think likewise, if you're able to down tools at the end of the day and actually switch off, it is almost a physical switching off of whatever's been going on that day at work, and be fully present in your home life, in your sort of social life. Then I think that enables a much healthier relationship with work, with the people around you, and generally speaking, I think hopefully it makes you a lot happier in life. What do you say, Natasha?
Yeah, very similar to you actually. You talk about productivity and how a good work-life balance really aids your productivity at work. Mine is also the quality of my work and just the pace. I'm able to get through things faster because maybe I feel refreshed and my energy is like right, and I can set a good pace for myself. And not only am I more productive, but the quality, especially as you move up, you need let me say that properly, especially as I moved away from maybe like reconciliations and stuff like that, lots and lots of spreadsheet type things, to maybe broader business ideas and strategy and things like that. It's a very different sort of piece of my brain that I need to engage. I still love getting lost in a good reconciliation, but when you're looking at strategy, you're looking at how to plug a hole in the revenue, you're looking at how to get the profit to an extra 10%, you're looking at margins and things like that. I need to be more creative. I need my work to be high quality. I need to be able to interact with people on a much greater level than when I'm like safely stuck in my reconciliation, just like living it up in Excel land. So a good work-life balance for me allows me to do that. Andrew and I are going to be very different on this one, but also when I have a good work-life balance and I feel I've got through my high priorities at work, I do meditation, I like bubble baths, I like things like that. But they're kind of the places where I come up with my most creative ideas for a business about, especially when you're with, like Andrew and I work in sort of smaller organizations, and we're able to be quite dynamic. We're able to pivot, we're able to try new things. And so being creative and saying, well, you know, instead of doing this product, why don't we offer a slightly different product to a slightly different group of people? That's quite a good, like, that's quite a big shift for some organizations. But usually where I get my most creative ideas on that side of business is when I have a good work-life balance, and it does come to me at the most random times when I'm doing meditation, or, you know, when I'm out having a walk by the beach and things like that. And all of that leads to the benefit of progressing at work and feeling like I'm interacting at the level I should be interacting at. I'm learning more from other people around me because we're having a better caliber of conversation. And really, what I referred to just a minute ago is I'm very conscious about keeping my energy. Is that your dog? I'm very conscious about, that's okay. I'm very conscious about keeping my energy in a good place with work. So that might be to work harder, the pace of work that I've mentioned before, but also about being having a positive outlook and walking into meetings, you know, not with like a heavy heart, but walking in with like good energy, like I want to get something out of it, and I'm not afraid if things get assigned to me because I can take it all in my stride. That definitely happens more when I've been way more vigilant about my work-life balance. And I think focus is the last one, and being present. It's when you're at work, I'm focused, I'm productive, it's good quality, I'm enjoying it. And when I'm not at work, I'm doing exactly the same, but in the things I enjoy doing, running, yoga, whatever, I'm able to do that as well. So focus is a big one for me. And when and I've seen this time and time again, especially with like senior leadership teams, is you run out of headspace. And Andrew and I talk about this all the time. It's really easy to just like fill your brain up and you run out of headspace. And that work-life balance just allows a simple little reboot every night or every weekend. And it grants you that headspace to be able to tackle more and take things in your stride. And that sort of, for me, fits under the sort of focus. And when I feel my focus is right, my headspace is there, and I have a great capacity for that. Any final thoughts, Andrew?
No, you know, if you have time to clear out all the, you know, all the challenges and all the stresses of the day, the week, whatever, then invariably you do find that you are more able to be, as you say, present and focused, and, you know, deliver a higher caliber of you know, output. So absolutely, no, I think cannot overstress the importance of having that downtime, that ability to switch it all off, just for, you know, even if it is just for an hour a day, to have the clear space to you know, go off and dream, to to be able to, you know, to plan a holiday, to you know, to just do something that's not going to take you down. I think that is the thing, is too often you can become you know, sort of encumbered with all the negatives of all these things that have to be done. So no, I think absolutely invaluable and very high priority in my life.
Definitely. Okay, thanks for your time, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.